Howdy squad, we're back here, and in this video we're gonna discuss the autonomic nervous system a bit more in detail here. So autonomic nervous system, that's the involuntary portion of the efferent subdivision of the peripheral nervous system. But so autonomic, this is involuntary movement. So information goes from the central nervous system, the CNS, to either an effector that's involuntary, so either cardiac muscle, smooth muscle, or glands. So in the autonomic nervous system, there's this thing called dual innervation. So connecting to the heart, there's a sympathetic nerve and a parasympathetic nerve, or system of nerves here. So the two nerves that go to the heart are sympathetic, which increases heart rate, for instance, and parasympathetic, which decreases heart rate, for instance. So we're going to dive into the difference between parasympathetic and sympathetic very shortly here. But so there's these dual innervations, these two types of nerves innervating the heart. Whatever nerve is sending more impulses, so between the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nerve, whichever one's sending more impulses, that's what the effect's going to be. So if the sympathetic's sending more impulses, that's going to be the fight or flight. You're ready to rock and roll, and we're going to see the or consequences, I guess, of the sympathetic nervous system being activated in the next video here. But the parasympathetic, if more parasympathetic nerve impulses are being sent to the heart, we're going to be in that rest and digest, that state of calm, that state of serenity there. So it's pretty cool, the concept of dual innervation, whether the sympathetic nerve sending more impulses than the parasympathetic or vice versa, that's what the ultimate effect and feeling we're going to have of either the sympathetic response or the parasympathetic response. Pretty cool stuff. So there are exceptions, as there are with exceptions with pretty much anything in life. So there's dual innervation everywhere in the body except a few places. So with blood vessels, there's only sympathetic innervation. So only a sympathetic nerve goes to the heart when we're talking about blood vessels. Also with the adrenal medulla, aka the endocrine gland, the adrenal medulla secretes epinephrine, aka adrenaline, and also norepinephrine, aka noradrenaline. So when we're talking about the adrenal medulla, epinephrine, norepinephrine, there's only going to be sympathetic innervation to the heart. So no parasympathetic information with blood vessels, with the adrenal medulla, and also there's going to be specifically a sympathetic innervation of the heart when we're talking about sweat glands. So there are some others, but there's not dual innervation and only sympathetic information sent to the heart, and with blood vessels, with the adrenal medulla, so epinephrine, norepinephrine, the secretion of those hormones or neurotransmitters, and then also with sweat glands. There's some other ones too, but the exceptions, the only that only send or have a sympathetic nerve going to the heart or blood vessels, the adrenal medulla, and sweat glands.